Is this me? I can't tell. Hi!
Hi.
We're doing a video.
Are we? Oh, alright, cool.
Helloween with their new record. Their 15th album. My God-Given Right. It's the follow-up to their last album, Straight Outta Hell. I almost called it Waiting for the Thunder.
It must well be called that.
That's a good fucking album name, though. So yeah, Helloween's a power metal band from Germany. They've been around since fucking 1984, and they wrote probably one of the coolest concept albums of all time with Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 and 2. Both of those records are incredible. Last album was okay. What do you think of this one, Keith?
I'd say this album continues on the path of okay. I mean, I really tried to really enjoy this album while listening to it. I tried, I really did, and at some times I noticed that I was various parts of the album are really cool. Like the riffs, some of the riffs in the album are really cool. I thought the what's the name of the first track? Heroes. I thought the opening riff of that song was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I thought Heroes was a pretty okay song. And then it got to, it was By God-Given Right, the title track. And I'm like, alright, this is really corny. I was like, Jesus, this is corny. And I mean, Helloween's kind of always been like that. Cause, and when I think of like corny Helloween, I think of that song, Are You Metal? Yeah. And I'm just like, right, these guys can do that. There's more to them than just waiting for the thunder. And it's like, and to me sometimes it's just, I wish it didn't happen, but like you fixate on the lyrics because it's catchy, but you fixate on what the actual lyrics are, and you're like, Jesus, wow, this is really cheesy. Like I don't know it. Whereas, like, the vocals themselves and the vocal patterns, like I said, are catchy. The vocals are good. It's just that, like, that's probably the biggest thing, is that, like, I found myself listening to the lyrics, I'm like, alright, it's a little much at times. Everything else, I mean, was perfectly fine about the album. I thought everything worked together. The only thing was that the album kind of goes on really, really long, and I kind of lost myself in, in the middle of it, like, the middle of this album is really forgettable. Like the first, which one was it? Yeah, up to like the first 5 tracks you can remember. I mean, from a mixture being pretty good and pretty corny, but like, and then the rest of it is just like it kind of melts together a lot, in my opinion. But I mean, I guess that's just that's power metal. I mean, everybody always goes on about how power metal's really corny. Well, how can you listen to that? And then, I mean, I guess this is a good example of that. But I mean, I'm trying to, like, I mean, it's not bad. This isn't a bad album. I can see me maybe growing on me over time with more listens. But like, the number of times that we listened to it up until now, it's just that it hasn't hit me yet, and it's just that it's just kind of difficult to sit through the whole thing in one sitting and listen to it, which is, I'm usually pretty good at being able to sit through an album and listen to it from start to finish, because but it was a little bit of a chore to be able to do that, in my opinion. So yeah, it's okay album. It's okay.
Yeah, that was pretty okay. The corniness of Helloween with their older stuff doesn't really hit you at all, because it's not really that corny. Even their last album, to me, didn't hit me too much. There was a couple songs like Asshole, that was a corny song, but the corniness of the lyrics and just the vocals and the vocal patterns and sometimes even the guitars just really weighs down on you, in my opinion. A lot of people, I hear power metal's stupid, it's corny, and it's really fucking cheesy. And this is the type of shit that makes people think that power metal is corny and cheesy. Like, I don't know, man. the song Stay Crazy is the one that really hit me at first, and I'm like, Jesus, fuck. Like,
Lost in America is pretty cheesy, too.
Yeah. Wow! It's like, fuck. I don't know, man. Andy Dearest, he's an okay vocalist, and he has a pretty unique voice to him, and he can, hit some really fucking rad notes, but I don't know. Lyrically, this album it's the only thing that I really think just weighs this album down, is the lyrics feel like they're just written by a fucking 12-year-old. And it's just shitty, man. But, I mean, that's kind of Helloween style in ways that they're just a really corny fucking band anymore. Are You Metal is a corny fucking song. I remember that music video you and me watched.
God,
I don't even know what song that was, but it was awful. It was from like their 2007 album. But man, that was just bad. And, it's the only thing that really gets me. Like, the guitar-wise, there's some pretty neat fucking riffs on here. Like he said, Heroes has a pretty cool fucking riff. My God-Given Right has a pretty cool fucking riffage going on in there. But sometimes the riffs can be super corny. Creatures in Heaven just starts off corny as shit. And it's like, what are you thinking? Like, I don't know, man. At times it's good, and at times it's like, I can dig this, and at times you'll be bobbing your head, and the songwriting isn't bad, but it's just those lyrics that I just simply can't get past. And I don't know, it's really catchy, but it's like listening to pop songs that you hate. Like, they're really catchy, but they're just poorly written, and that's why they're catchy.
It's like a plague in the inside of your ears.
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't call this album a plague.
Yeah, I was just saying more of like that's what it's saying.
Yeah, but
Don't worry.
That's the only thing that gets me, man. Yeah. I just kind of wish Helloween would go back to how they used to be. I know Michael K. I forget his last name. I know it begins with a K. Was their vocalist when they did, The Keeper of the Seven Keys 1 and 2. It's just, that writing style was just epic. It was fucking rad. It was shreddy. It was fast. It was cool. I don't know, man. Maybe Helloween isn't my power metal cup of tea as much as I want them to be. That's the thing. I really want to enjoy this band.
But it's hard.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Got anything else?
Not really. Like I said, I mean, the album also like I agree. Like the vocals are the main thing, but like I said, the album's just really long.
Yeah,
16 tracks is like too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's even though like all the songs are like 3 minutes long, it's like. But then they, like I said, like after like a certain while, they all start to just kind of.
Unless it's like some type of concept album that you're telling a good story with or something, like an album should never ever be that long, man.
Like 11, 12 tracks is
or
like.
if you're doing a double album, but a single record should never be that long.
No.
Like, fuck. I think 10, depending on how long your songs are, of course, but I think like 10 to 12 songs is always the sweet spot for an album. Not 15, 16, whatever this is.
16 with a bonus track.
Yeah. You are correct, sir. What'd you give it?
I mean, I'll give it again because of the hopefulness that maybe I can eventually appreciate this. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Like it's not bad. It's okay. I just maybe with more listens I'll like it more. But right now it's like it's bleh.
Give it 6 out of 10. It's whatever. It's a whatever album. I'd rather listen to Disturbed's radio hits. Could jam out to that a little harder. Whatever. Get fucking stupefied. Bye.
You see him on